Since 2002, the AFC has been represented in the last 18 Super Bowls by the following quarterbacks: Tom Brady, Peyton Manning, Ben Roethlisberger, and Joe Flacco. Should be pointed out that when Joe Flacco was in the Super Bowl, the entire season or playoffs was about, is Joe Flacco elite? But we should also remember that while Joe Flacco was the quarterback, that was a team that was made up of Ed Reed and Ray Lewis, two first-ballot Hall of Famers. This is the year that changes, right? This is the passing of the torch year in the AFC. The new age. Pat Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, Ryan Tannehill, and Lamar Jackson. 4 athletic quarterbacks. It's funny, Ryan Tannehill is actually the only one of the quarterbacks to play a different position in college. We remember that Ryan Tannehill was a wide receiver? So you have 4 guys that can move their legs, 4 guys that have not proven themselves. None of them have been to a Super Bowl. Only Mahomes has been to an AFC championship game. And this is the year that changes. In the NFC, there are only 2 quarterbacks that have played in and won a Super Bowl. They match up this weekend in Green Bay. The AFC and NFC championship games will have 1 quarterback who has won 1 Super Bowl. What's amazing about this league is the popularity is possibly at an all-time high. Right? There are more challenges in television than there have ever been before, more challenges for viewership. There are plenty of naysayers. Obviously, there's the issue with post-career head trauma. There's the social awareness or social injustice issues that this league has had. And yet, in a league designed to give us parity, right? That's why half the teams that make the playoffs in a given year don't make it the next year. We're finally going to really get it. We are finally seeing the next wave, the next generation. And what's interesting about that transition is the difference in it to the transition in the NBA. The NBA struggled for 15 years after Michael Jordan retired. And obviously the NBA having some struggles now with LeBron James in the West, with Kevin Durant not playing, with Steph Curry not playing, but also the Warriors being in the West and LeBron being in the West and all the talent being in the West really does. And, you know, the best player in the East playing in Milwaukee, that ain't good for the numbers. You combine that with all the challenges and the proliferation of NBA on national TV, and there you go. But this is the league that seems to be able to survive it. Now, will the Super Bowl numbers be down if it's Tennessee, somehow matching up with, Minnesota? Yeah, it'll be hurt by it. It's not likely to happen, but if it were to happen, it'd be hurt by it. But I find it fascinating on a trend that is so obvious. I don't think the Lamar Jackson thing is a trend. I don't. I think the offense, and when you say gimmick, people think it means it's a phony. So I don't want to say, but we have seen versions of this offense before. And it is an offense that, league teams catch up to. Running the football is back, but part of that is in the construction of defenses. I don't think Lamar Jackson's offense is a gimmick. A gimmick is a trick device intended to attract attention, publicity, or business. I don't think that's the word. I'm looking for another word. Right? Wildcat, I don't even think the Wildcat was a gimmick. I think, again, it's the way it's designed is to play 11-on-11 football. I don't think that lasts just because the quarterback is such a valuable piece that having guys run once they cross the line of scrimmage, that's when we can't protect you. But I do think that quarterback mobility, while it has always been important, Joe Montana was very, very mobile, has never been as paramount as it is now. And the passing of the torch is not just from the quarterbacks, but also, quite frankly, to the coaches. Right? I find it interesting, the transition that's right before us. When the Patriots go down, we'll see what happens with the Seahawks. They have been a mini dynasty that they've tried to continue, and Russell Wilson has carried this thing in his own weight. The only dynasty that the Saints have is the dynasty of losing in devastating fashion in the playoffs. The Kansas City Chiefs are perennially seen as achievers in the regular season and underachievers, home losers in the postseason. All of that could change. Look at the guys who have won. Brady on his way out. Eli on his way out. Peyton is gone. Ben Roethlisberger, we don't know how he returns from elbow surgery. Joe Flacco's not a starter anymore. You have Russell Wilson is possibly the best quarterback in the league, along with Aaron Rodgers. They're right there in that discussion. Outside of that, it's a completely new generation. It has happened like that. And sometimes I did this with my son last week. I have the most awesome 10-year-old boy on the face of the earth. Am I biased? Sure. But anyone who's met him's like, that's a great kid. So on, I think it was New Year's Day. I think it was New Year's Day, or no, it was the second, because New Year's Day we were going to do it. We ended up doing the second. We went surfing in the morning, and he got surf booties. Booties cover your feet, right? He already has a wetsuit. The water actually was pretty warm. And when he put the booties on, he's like, Dad, this is the greatest present ever. Now my feet are warm. My body's warm. I can't wait to. He went out there and he had his new boogie board. Okay, went and got his surfboard. I saw him catch about 4 or 5 waves. Came in and he was like, let's go. I was like, well, what's up, dude? It's just not good. I couldn't surf with the booties on. I kept tripping. I fell down. Couldn't turn to the right. Too many people out there. I was like, buddy, get in the car. Later on that night, we went to this little spot. I live in Newport Beach, California. I've tweeted this picture out. And it's just, we've had these remarkable sunsets. I know there's all kinds of beautiful sunsets no matter where. I'm a big sunset guy, sunrise and sunset guy. Ramos, you can attest this. The sunsets have been incredible for like the last 2 weeks. Incredible. Any color you can think of in the rainbow. And so I said, I want you to look out there. He said, what am I looking for? I said, you live in maybe the nicest place on earth. You have a mom and a dad who are healthy. Two sisters, healthy. All love you. Right? You got a dog, you got a cat, you get your own room, you get your own bathroom. Get your own bathroom. Go to a public school, that's safe. Doesn't snow here. There's no tornadoes here. Knock on wood. No earthquakes yet. Right? No hurricanes. Like, let's have some perspective. Your life is pretty awesome. So if you trip when you're riding in a wave, it's not the worst thing on earth. It's not a bad day. It's just a wave that you tripped on. Sometimes we get caught up in, well, what did Brady do? Is it the end of the dynasty? I can't believe all these. Just let's have some perspective. There has been a reinvigoration of the quarterback position. The next wave is here. Whether it's Garoppolo in San Francisco, who we didn't believe in, then we did believe in, then we didn't believe in, now we do. Whether it's Lamar or Mahomes or Deshaun Watson, all are likely to be the next version of Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. Brees lost last week and looked like an old man, even playing at home in a dome. Roethlisberger had elbow surgery, and he looks like he's been stuck in the woods for 2 years. He looks more like the Unabomber than he does the quarterback of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Tom Brady's trying to figure out, can I find a way to hide the fact that I'm old? Phillip Rivers could be done, could have 1 year left. Flacco can't start in the league anymore. The next gen is here. It is here. Hey, what up? Doug Gottlieb here. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel here at Fox Sports Radio. You can catch my show, all the shows on Fox Sports Radio, unique interviews, strong takes, just interesting discussion on the sports topic of the day, of the week, of the month. It's all encompassing. It's everything you need right here on YouTube. Subscribe.